You stand alone at the edge of a vast ocean of possibility, your dreams crashing like waves against the shore. In the distance, you see other travelers, some succeeding, others struggling, but all walking their own path. For a moment, you hesitate, looking around for someone to guide you, to lend a helping hand, or even offer some words of encouragement. But there is no one. The horizon stretches endlessly before you. The question now is, will you move forward, alone, unshaken, or will you wait for support that may never come? From ancient Rome to modern-day society, the human condition has changed in myriad ways, but one constant remains: our tendency to seek external validation and support when facing life's most challenging moments. Whether it's through relationships, social media, or professional networks, we often believe that our success, happiness, and fulfillment depend on others. But what if this dependence is an illusion? What if, instead of waiting for someone to help us, we learn to grind in solitude, to find strength not in numbers but in ourselves? Stoic philosophy, developed in the crucible of ancient hardship, offers profound insight into the art of self-reliance. At its core, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control: our thoughts, our actions, and our responses to life's events, and to let go of what lies beyond our control. In this way, Stoicism urges us to embrace solitude, not as a form of isolation but as a path to true empowerment. We all crave human connection, but Stoicism warns of the dangers inherent in relying too heavily on others. The trap of dependency. While social bonds can enrich our lives, they are inherently unstable. People are unpredictable. They may disappoint us, leave us, or change their priorities. When our happiness or success is contingent on someone else's actions or validation, we set ourselves up for inevitable frustration. According to the Stoics, relying on others places us in a state of emotional slavery. By expecting others to fill our emotional or motivational needs, we give away control over our own mental state. When we are dependent on praise or assistance, we cannot be truly free. One of the Stoics' most profound lessons is the idea of managing expectations. When we rely on others, we often place unrealistic expectations on them, expecting them to meet our needs, provide support, or help us succeed. When these expectations are unmet, we experience disappointment, resentment, and emotional turmoil. Stoicism teaches us to eliminate these expectations altogether, freeing ourselves from the cycle of disappointment. Stoicism places great emphasis on developing internal strength. Grinding in solitude is not about rejecting others, but about cultivating the ability to stand firm when no one else is around to support us. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, spoke of the importance of focusing on what we can control: our thoughts, actions, and character. By honing these aspects of ourselves, we become self-reliant and resilient in the face of life's challenges. Grinding in solitude means taking full responsibility for your life. There is no one to blame for your failures, but there is also no one to credit for your successes. This level of personal accountability fosters immense growth. As we learn to rely solely on ourselves for progress and motivation, grinding in solitude forces us to confront our limitations, fears, and weaknesses head-on. Without the crutch of external support, we are compelled to develop mental toughness. This toughness enables us to push through difficult times, knowing that we have the strength to overcome any obstacle. The Stoics believed that hardship was an opportunity for growth, and grinding in solitude allows us to embrace this mindset. One of the greatest dangers of expecting support from others is the resentment that arises when those expectations are not met. We may feel betrayed when friends or family fail to show up for us. Or we may become bitter when colleagues do not provide the assistance we believe they owe us. Stoicism teaches us to let go of these expectations, focusing instead on what we can control, our own actions and responses. Another Stoic teaching is the idea that we cannot control other people. Their actions, choices, and behaviors are entirely outside of our control. When we expect others to support us or fulfill certain roles in our lives, we are attempting to control the uncontrollable. The Stoics believed that self-sufficiency was the key to true freedom. By relying on ourselves, we free ourselves from the emotional turmoil that comes from unmet expectations. Grinding in solitude allows us to cultivate self-sufficiency, enabling us to pursue our goals and dreams without needing external validation or assistance. Solitude, far from being a burden, is a crucible for growth. When we are alone, we have the space to reflect on our lives, confront our weaknesses, and hone our strengths. This process of self-reflection and self-improvement is essential for personal growth, and it can only occur when we are willing to grind in solitude. Grinding in solitude offers a unique kind of freedom. When we are not dependent on others for support or validation, we are free to pursue our goals without fear of judgment or rejection. This independence allows us to chart our own course, unshaken by the opinions or actions of others. At its core, Stoicism is a philosophy of perseverance. Life is full of hardships, and the Stoics believed that it is through these hardships that we grow stronger. Grinding in solitude teaches us the value of perseverance, showing us that we have the strength to overcome any obstacle if we are willing to endure and keep moving forward. Grinding in solitude is not an easy path, but it is a powerful one. Stoicism teaches us that true strength, resilience, and freedom come from within. While the world may offer fleeting moments of support, the only constant in our lives is ourselves. By embracing the philosophy of grinding in solitude, we free ourselves from the disappointment of unmet expectations and the emotional turmoil of reliance on others. In the end, the Stoics remind us that we have everything we need within ourselves to face life's challenges. The path of self-reliance, though difficult, leads to unparalleled personal growth, inner strength, and a sense of peace that cannot be shaken by external circumstances. So, when the road ahead seems daunting and no one is there to help, remember, you have the power to grind in solitude, and that is all the strength you will ever need. If you agree with this video, congratulations. It means you're willing and ready for growth. To see more videos like this, subscribe to this channel for growth.